All right, welcome to another installment of the Metro White Glove Representative Quality Progress Meetings. Today we're going to be working on thin leg tables, how to properly pack those. We have two examples today. We are going to be packing one that the legs are removable, so we'll show you how to properly pack that. And also we have a thin leg table over here where the legs are not removable. So we'll show you how to pack both of those. We are going to be working with thin leg tables. We're going to start out this morning with how to properly pack one that the legs come off. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you remember from our previous meeting, this is unprinted newsprint. William is wrapping the hardware in one or two sheets of unprinted newsprint, getting it so it all stays together in one location, so it's not getting lost inside the box. Okay. Once he gets that wrapped up nice and tight, he's going to put it in this gallon baggie. This gallon baggie will be a good indication that you have hardware, keys, anything small that could get lost. He's also going to place a hardware inside label so everybody knows what's inside that baggie. Okay, so we're going to move the table for a minute. Whenever you have a baggie of hardware, keys, or anything like that, again, this will be not as easy to find in a box if you have a larger box. So we want to wrap it in brown paper pad. And a sheet of brown paper pads, that's going to make it a little bit larger and easier to identify. So we have the brown paper pad that we're going to put in the box with the other parts. And again, we're going to put hardware and side labels on both sides of the brown paper pad. So again, it's easily identifiable. Okay, so again, it's going to be easily identifiable inside the box, hardware inside. Okay, at this point, we are going to set that aside and wrap the legs. You can wrap the legs. We're going to use soft foam and a brown paper pad. And what he's going to do is he's going to cover, go ahead and do both of them at the same time. Brown paper pad. We're also going to label the legs as legs inside. As you can see, we're going to use legs inside labels on the outside of the brown paper pad. So if there is a lot of dunnage in the box, we're not going to mistakenly throw away the hardware or the legs with the rest of the dunnage. We're going to see that there's actually something inside that box. Okay, so there you go. Legs are wrapped, protected very well, ready to be put into the box. Of course, the next step is the tabletop. We are going to wrap the tabletop in the same soft foam and brown paper pad that we wrapped the legs in. So just want to make sure that you cover all the sides very well. And we're going to cover the soft foam and the brown paper pad as well. Make sure that, again, we have the entire tabletop completely covered, 100%. Okay, so once you have that taped on, you're ready to put everything into the box. I'm going to move this out of the way so Will can bring the box over. Okay, so we already had the box prepared. We had the edge guards all the way around all of the edges except for the top, which we'll put on after we get it packed. And we have the at least 1 inch thick styrofoam all the way around and on the bottom. So we're ready to place the tabletop and the legs and hardware in the box. Now we have the tabletop and legs and hardware in the box. As you can see, there is still a lot of space left in the box, so we're going to use a little bit of dunnage. Now we have all of the gaps filled in. We're going to put the styrofoam on top. We're going to put our edge guards around the top. Okay, so once you get this box fully taped up, you have it well protected in there. Nothing's definitely going to shift in this box. Let's go ahead and move this over out of the way. Okay, so once you have the box fully packed, you're going to shrink wrap all 6 sides with black shrink wrap, and then you're ready to put your labels on. As William is putting the labels on, he'll describe what we're putting on the box.
So first we're putting the Metro label on there, putting the Pinnacle label. Then we're putting this side up labels on all 4 sides of the box. That way, whoever handles the box can. Then we're going to put handle with care. The table is fragile, so we have several labels. This is not as fragile as other items, so we'll put a handle with care so they know. Needs to be handled properly. Put one of these on all 4 sides also. Then, as Jim said, we're gonna have legs inside, hardware inside. So we'll take the legs inside label. And we'll put them over by the Pinnacle label, so that way when they're scanning the item in, they'll know to keep an eye out for the stuff that's inserted inside the box. After, make sure you got all your necessary labels. Make sure everything's good. And we'll Metro White Glove certify it right next to the Pinnacle label. And we'll also put a repurposed box label on there to complete the item.
Okay, thank you very much, William.
You're welcome.
Now, William is the Metro White Glove certified person in this building, so he knew that it was packed properly because he's the one who packed it. If he wasn't the one who packed it, he would want to get the directions from Metro White Glove that they put on every order that you're sent to from them and verify that it was packed to those standards. That's what he's doing when he puts that Metro White Glove certified on here, that we have followed the directions that Metro White Glove has given us for that piece. Yes. All right. So that is a table, a thin leg table that the legs are removable. Next, we'll pack the thin leg table that the legs are not removable. So when you're packing items like this, you always want to be extremely careful. Again, what we're concerned about is this box dropping on a corner and catching a leg and breaking the leg off while it's being transported. This is a $1,200 table, but it gets even pricier than that because it's part of a set. So there's 2 tables worth $2,400. So if we break one, we pretty much have to buy the entire set because the customer's not going to want just one table. So we want to make sure we do a very good job of protecting this. Somebody wants it in the same condition we picked it up in. So again, we're going to start out with soft foam and a brown paper pad. We're going to put one layer on the sides, and then we're going to leave the top open. We'll show you why we're going to leave the top open at first. Right, So the reason why we're leaving the top, which is the bottom of the table, open is because we want to fill this with clean dunnage. That clean soft dunnage will act as a little bit of support for the legs. So if they are bumped, that dunnage inside there will support the legs. So now that we have the dunnage completely full in between the legs, he's just going to tape it so it stays in. Then we're going to flip the table over and do the same thing that we did before. We are going to wrap the bottom section in the unprinted newsprint and soft foam. Right, so now this table is completely covered 100% in the soft foam and the brown paper pads. As you notice, we didn't put a lot of tape around this because every time you put tape around it, it's hugging the protection to the table and giving it less protection. We want the protection to be loose on there so it provides additional protection to the piece. So the less tape you can use, the better. All right, so this is ready to go inside the box. We already have the box prepared for this as well. Again, corner guards all the way, edge guards all the way around, at least 1.5 inch thick styrofoam all the way around, and we're ready to place this table inside the box. Before you pack the box, the piece in the box, you want to determine what is the safest way to move this piece. So we have the thin legs and we have a flat, sturdy top. So what we want to do is we want to flip this over on its top so it rides on its top throughout its trip, and that will provide the best protection for this piece. Okay, so we're going to pack this upside down. Okay, as you can see, once we do put it in the box though, this box has a lot of space left in it, so we're going to fill the box up with dunnage. Again, what you're looking for is clean, soft dunnage. Doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to add protection to the box. So once your dunnage is full inside the box, you're ready to put your top on and your edge guards. I think you might need to. Okay, so this box is ready to be taped up. It has edge guards all the way around all the edges, so no matter where it gets hit at, that edge guard is going to help protect the piece that's in the box. And when you hook it with your two-wheeler, again, that two-wheeler is going to hit the edge guard. It's not going to hit the piece directly. So very well protected. Once you have this taped up, of course, we're going to go to the next step. Let's go ahead and set that. Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. You're going to, again, black shrink wrap all 6 sides of the box. Don't leave any of the cardboard exposed. Black shrink wrap serves 2 purposes. It identifies the piece as Metro White Glove, or most likely Metro White Glove. It also strengthens the box. It holds the box together very nicely, and there's less chance of the box getting damaged or crushed. Right. So again, William's going to explain to you what labels he's putting on the box.
Again, we start off with the Pinnacle label, followed by the this side up arrows. Then we have top load only labels. We're gonna put on all 4 sides. That way, when they load it to be transferred, they'll know it's a light item for them to put on top.
So when you see a top load only label, you know the piece is probably lightweight, probably easily crushable, and easily damaged. So we never want to stack anything on top of this box. Yes. Again, if you're packing these boxes, only use the top load only label when it's absolutely necessary. If you use it too much, people will just take it for granted. There's too many pieces with top load only on it, and they're going to start stacking stuff on top of it. Use the top load only label only when necessary, and that way everybody knows it has to stay on top of load wherever it's being transported. is the Metro White Glove certified rep here, so he packed the box. He knows that the box meets the standards which Metro White Glove told us we need to meet for this particular item. If he wasn't the one who packed it, again, they would let him know that it's ready to be inspected. He would get the Metro White Glove guidelines that are in Pinnacle, verify that the box meets those specifications, and then he would put the Metro White Glove certified label on it, get online in the order in Pinnacle, and write a note that he has certified that piece. All right, so that is packing thin leg tables.